Damn, that shit just knocked me all the way off. On God, man. My bad. I apologize to everybody. Man, salute to everybody. Welcome to OTB Boxing School. Glad to have everybody. My co-host
Can
done
you hear
jumped,
me?
man.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I hear you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. Yeah, I hear you. Salute to the Lost Art of Boxing Lab. Salute to Brody. Salute to Brody. Man, it just knocked me all the way off. Salute to Shower Allah. Appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate you tapping in. But yeah, man. Welcome to OTB Boxing School. Got the co-host, Mr. Ohio Runs Boxing himself. How you feeling today, Brody?
Pretty good, man. Long day at work last night, but I'm good, man. I made it in. I made it in.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm up to the same, man. Much of the same. Much of the same. First of all, give me a minute, man. Let me address my debate partner this weekend, man. I mean just the other day. I appreciate. Definitely got to salute Mr. Mark Nash, who had a victory in our debate on Floyd versus Winky Wright. You understand? He showed up and he showed out. I felt like the odds were stacked though because they allowed him to goddamn it use slides, and I could have presented my own slide presentation if I would have known that would be acceptable. But nevertheless, salute to Brody on his victory, and I apologize to Mister 817 to Brody. I definitely pulled out of our debate because I just didn't after and then another thing was Mark Nash ain't answered the third question at all. I felt like, which was how would Floyd win that fight. And following that, man, I was 0-3 in the debate series at the time. Shit, it just wasn't no point in coming back and being nobody's laughs. And for everybody who was disappointed about that, I apologize. I couldn't provide y'all a night of laughs. But enough of that, man. So, how you feeling today, bro?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing good, man. I always said I'm like I had got some good sleep. I needed that. Working that graveyard shift ain't no joke. Man, I went to I got home around like 6 and went to sleep. So I didn't go to sleep until about 7. So I went to sleep at like 7 in the morning. But I'm good, man. I'm good. Energized. Energized.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Ready to tackle some of these topics in boxing. It's been crazy week. Crazy week.
Oh man.
Crazy week. Crazy week.
Oh man, but let's get to the latest news, man. Player Benavidez announced they fighting in January. What you think about that?
I think it's a good fight to put the fire out a little bit that's been going on this week. You know, I think we definitely need to put some of these flames that's, going out a little bit. I think that's a good. I think it's good for David and Kay, Plant that they both need this fight, man. It's time, man. Some of these guys is they trying to wait for this Manny Pacquiao and Floyd type of fight, man. Like, no, man, go out there and get it on. We want to see it. I think David would definitely be the favorite, respectfully. But I definitely like this fight. I'm excited for it, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the fights we need to get these fights. The best in the division. Top 5 guys going at it. We need to get this going.
Oh yeah, man. I'm a big fan of both of these fighters. I can't wait to see my questions within that fight is gonna be how does Plant deal with the volume of a David Benavidez? You
Mm.
understand? And that's gonna be one of my questions for Breadman. As I did speak to Breadman, he said that he'd be coming on the show. He just liked it when I when we tapped in. We be talking about, just like when we talk, bro. It be
Mm.
boxing for real. So a
Mm.
lot of times I don't even be, wanting to mention nothing about that. But I can't wait to see how they deal with the punch volume of David Benavidez. Benavidez throw a lot of punches, you understand? And because he's so big in weight, he'll be able to take those punches. But yeah, I mean, we've seen a Caleb Plant that sit on his power. So when you look at David walking him down, it's a matter. David's there to be hit. It's a matter of the willingness of a Caleb Plant to stand his ground. You
Mm.
understand, and to really pick his moments and how he deals with that pressure. But nevertheless, you understand, I'm proud of them for making the fight. I salute boxing because, we starting off uh, January, we know of with Jermell Charlo, Tim Zoo, and then if that fight follow that fight, and then we know of Vargas and Oshaki Foster reached terms for agreement, which I was hollering at L Dub. I think that's gonna be a co-main of Plant and Benavidez, which is a good fight. You understand?
What
That's a good
Vargas? What Vargas you talking about? What
fight.
Vargas?
The long one.
Not Jesse.
Nah, not it might be Jesse. Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, I didn't. You just gave me some news. I didn't even know Shockey Foster was fighting
Yeah, him and
Vargas. Well, it
hold
depends though,
on.
because Shockey Foster he fight in what weight class? Once he in one.
Ray Vargas. Ray
Oh, it's right.
Vargas. Yeah, him and Ray Vargas, the long one. I know his long ass, and Oshaki little bitty ass. That's gonna be a interesting fight.
Yeah, good fight. Good fight.
Yeah, so to have that fight on a boxing level, you know what I mean, with the
Hmm.
because you know Ray Vargas, he gonna bring the pressure as well, but to have that fight on the front foot and on the boxing as a co-main to what you call it, I really respect that as a fight card that night, regardless of what fight opened it up to Caleb Plant and Benavidez. That's a good co-main, man. That's a good
Hmm.
fight.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. That's good. That's definitely good. I hope I hope the cancellation, well, postponement of Terance Crawford and Errol Spence get a lot of these other fighters to start saying, you know what, man, we gotta pick this torch up and carry it, even if they don't right now. Even though I know some people still feel like that fight will still happen, but some of these other guys gotta take the torch, man. Like, look, I gotta run with it, because you know what I'm saying. Look, I mean, if they don't
Fact,
do it, y'all gonna keep getting mad at the Jake Pauls and the
facts,
YouTubers.
facts, facts,
So it's just being honest. Y'all gonna keep getting mad at the YouTubers
facts.
who's getting signed and performing the fighters just on the entertainment value. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, it's a problem with that. And you could listen. You're gonna, if you think you good like you is, take some fights where you're gonna take low money sometimes, man. That's just part of the game. But trust in your abilities. I respect fighters like that. You know what I mean? Than anybody else just talking about paper, paper, paper all the time. So we gotta have these fights. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I am happy that some of these fights are coming together. We need more of it. We need more of these guys coming together and putting on good fights. Like they say, boxing don't love us. Sometimes
Hey, you
we
know that's
love
my
boxing.
line, boy. You know that's my line. We
Boxing
love
don't
boxing,
love us. We love boxing, but they don't love
boy.
us.
That's the girl with the pretty face and the pretty thighs, pretty eyes. You did. She don't love us back, man. Boxing don't love us back.
They don't, man. It's just like it's sad.
Real talk, man.
And we loyal too. We do everything possible to try to please her. But shit.
Boy, and they jump through the ropes for a motherfucker they don't even know. You know what I mean? Jumping through the ropes for casual fans, boy. And we gonna get to that later on, but we gonna get to that later on. Salute, base old man. Appreciate you tapping in with me,
Salute, man.
family.
Salute. Definitely salute.
Appreciate you tapping in with me, family. Smash the like on y'all way in, please, man. Although let me also tell y'all, man, although we monetize, you understand, uh, we actually have a lot of film that's approved by certain networks. So yeah, I mean, rather than us join a partnership with YouTube, we may be inclined to just celebrate the partnership with some of these networks, which we are venturing into. So be patient with us, and anybody that want to donate to the channel, Cash App at running at the bottom. Please proceed to do so. Talk my brother up. Salute the ghost himself, Mr. L Dub Boxing, out of hottest news, man. I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all don't know and y'all ain't in the loop, you better get in the loop, because that's
Mm-hmm.
the Lady Cleo of boxing. That nigga see fights, goddamn it, 2 months before they happen.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Dub, what you see? You understand? And he have a show called Process of Elimination that he runs. So I'm gonna advise y'all to check that out, because he give y'all some insight as to different revenues and different streamlines that he go through to see some of these fights come to fruition
Oh,
and
that's
see
sweet. Man,
before they happen. Yeah, definitely, bro.
check that out, man. I ain't know that.
Yeah, definitely. Salute, Mr. L Dub. But yeah, though, man, salute everybody else in the building. Gotta say that smash like. But we got Zurdo, Ramirez, Dimitri, Bivol before we get to the Twitter beef. You understand? We gonna get to it. But right now, you understand? What you think about Zurdo and Bivol? Who you got, bro?
Man, I definitely got Bivol, man. I got Bivol. I like this fight, but Zorro, man, it's just he's another one. It's taking him so long to get to get this type of fight. Now, don't get me wrong, he fought Jesse Hart. I think he fought Jesse Hart. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he did fight Jesse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
That was a good fight, a decent fight. But I don't understand why him being Hispanic, you know, why he wasn't pushed and promoted the way
Salute
he
the
was.
Queen.
You know what I mean? With Golden Boy, now Golden Boy got him, but when he was with Top Rank, that was crazy to me. Just crazy for you to be 40-0 and nobody really. A lot of people don't
I
even
just
know.
seen this Queen Tay Tay. My bad, Queen Tay Tay. Salute Queen Tay Tay
Salute,
in the
salute,
building.
salute.
TWT representative in the building. But yeah, go ahead, bro. What you
But
were
yeah,
saying?
yeah. No, just to see how him being 40 and something and nobody really know who he is. That just goes to show you can win fights and people still don't know who you are if you ain't got a good team around you to help promote you and get you out there. It's crazy how many people I see in the game saying, "Who is this guy? He's who? Zoro? What? He's undefeated." Like they are gone. They don't know. It's crazy how he can get on it. But my thing is, I'm happy for him in this type of fight. He's fighting a guy that's coming off a win against Canelo, so this is definitely huge for him, man. You wish every fighter get an opportunity like that. We have so many fighters who don't get an opportunity to get those big fights. You know what I mean? To get
Facts, facts.
those opportunities. So I'm actually happy for him. So, but I think Bivol is gonna win. And I'm actually happy for this fight. I like this fight. I actually like this fight, man. So, but I'm rooting for I think I'm edging Bivol in this fight. In this fight, man, I think Bivol will get him. But it should be entertaining based on the styles, though. It should be very entertaining.
Salute the Queen Cassandra in the building. Appreciate you tapping in with us,
Cassandra, what's
Queen.
up?
Appreciate you tapping in with us, Queen of the
And,
city. God damn
yeah,
it, that's the
that's my
Queen of the
girl. That's my
city.
girl right there.
Man, that's the Queen of the city. I ain't even gonna hold you. But yeah, man, I see it the same way. What I really looked at in that fight, I had broke it down, man, but I put it through the wash. They wanted me to go through too much. It wasn't even gonna be a breakdown worth showing to y'all once they took everything they wanted to took. So I can't wait to see the preludes to this fight and the highlights that they run and the points that because when they do that, they steal my shit. That goddamn the
They
zone,
did
boy.
that. Yeah, that's
Man,
crazy.
they'll block my shit and then use it. So I can't wait. Yes, there to see this shit this weekend.
That's crazy.
But yeah, though, man. Yeah, I see it the same way, bro. What I really looked at when I looked into that fight, man, is Zurdo fights in spurts a lot. You understand? If he can bring his feet to the fight, the whole fight, he possessed some characteristics, you understand, and fighting in the pocket that can give Bivol some problems because we seen Bivol allow Canelo to close the distance. He just didn't throw enough punches when he do. You understand? Versus Verdo really having the feet to maneuver if he can bring his feet to the whole fight. But later in fights, he gets so damn sloppy and he really just sit on his shots too much and he have a willingness to take punches to land his punch and it bothered me, you understand, because in the first beginning of the fight he in the pocket, he using his feet, using his angles, you understand, piecing this man up. Man, shit, you watch him after the seventh, eighth round, man, shit, Zurdo look like he just waiting on his shot. And he's been fortunate enough to land it. And with Bivol having that high activity, we know Bivol throw 13, 14 punch combinations. I'm talking about 16, goddamn it, 2, 3 more. You understand? So I like and So when I really looked at it, bro, I was like, man, Bivol gonna wear his ass out down the stretch. You know what I mean? And then it's also the jab of Zurdo, which go rounds without him throwing it, because once he land that one big shot, then shit, he go rounds without throwing that jab. You understand? And
He wants to mix it up more. He wants to focus
yeah,
on.
he got to mix it up, and his attention to body work is what I loved about him, though, because he can go to Bivol body, which we know he gonna have to do, because Bivol gonna have that high guard. You gonna have to move that motherfucker somehow. You understand? And I really look forward to seeing his game plan and to seeing how much he's conditioned for the fight that he gonna have to fight to win the fight. I just ain't never seen him do it for me to believe that he can do it. So
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, yeah, I mean, I've seen Bivol fight his fight and make other fighters adjust to his fight. And
Right.
I don't see Zurdo possessing the capabilities that's gonna make him have to adjust to what Zurdo do. But I do see Zurdo landing his punch. I will say that he gonna land that damn punch, and it's a matter of how Bivol react when he land that punch, because I've also yet to look at a fight where Zurdo has yet to land that punch when he do close the distance. You feel me? Like,
It's a little pressure on the Bivol end too, because he's coming off a big win, man. Is he gonna be real relaxed? Does he think that the opponent go come lay down? You know, a lot of these guys, it's hard to stay consistent. It's really hard. You get one win and everybody they praise you, and then you go right back down to, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, you know. So but he's definitely been winning his fights, so I'm not even down in Bivol on that. It's just now that you win a fight like Canelo of that magnitude, that big fight that you was a big underdog in. You know, are you big headed? Do you think you that guy now? And then here come Zoro, who's looking for this type of opportunity to make a statement, man. It's gonna be really, really interesting. And I agree, he's definitely gonna get hit. But it's like I said, Bivol create angles. He's definitely gonna be moving. You know,
right.
he's definitely gonna be moving. He's not just gonna stand there. But if he and there's another thing too, the fight can change if when you start feeling that guy's punches and you realize he ain't really hurting you as much, before you know
Right,
it,
because Bivol
you
don't
get
pack a big punch. You
absolutely.
understand? It ain't like Zurdo ain't known to walk through his shit neither.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be telling of the fight too, man. It's going to see what's going to happen once that once they feel each other out, once they start feeling that power, because that can change the game plan. Salute, bro.
Salute to Brody Mark Nash. I just gave you your
Mark that.
props earlier, man. Salute to you again
Let's
on
get
your
it.
win this week, bro. You understand? You definitely put on and put on, but y'all know how I feel. I stand on my 10 toes on how I feel. I feel like I got jumped. You understand? I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you, Brody, man. You know, it's always love. I'm gonna open up in a minute, man, and let everybody come up. Yeah, definitely gonna be a hell of a fight. I'm definitely gonna open up in a minute, man, once me and Brody get done chopping it up for a minute and touch base on some of this shit. But yeah, man, definitely was a hell of a performance, Mark. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't help but notice I had never seen slash shows in the debate history before until it was used as a tactic on OTB. So you know what I mean, under those circumstances, amongst others,
Mm-hmm.
I stand on my 10 toes and how I feel about the situation. However, that does not take away from your performance and yeah, I mean, you putting on the way you put on. So I salute you. The brethren, we gonna open up the panel in a minute, man. Let everybody step up. But yeah, when it comes to that Zurdo Bivol fight, man, it's a couple different things that can happen. I said that too, based on man. I said that the body work was gonna be key for Zurdo. You understand? It's landing on body shots without eating 5 or 6 jabs for every body shot that you want to land. And
Mm-hmm.
then when you do get the opportunity to land that body shot, can you come and make it a 3 or 4 punch combination so that you can really capitalize? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And your ability to show different looks is gonna be what allow you to really be able to do that, because he gonna stick that damn jab in your face. Bro, say I had loaded gloves.
Funny.
Nah, nah, bro. That, like I said, man, that don't take away from your performance, bro. We gave a hell of a performance, and we got to teach the people a lot of things that they didn't know when it came to Winky Wright and Floyd Mayweather, because a lot of people thought it was just something that was far fetched and never really visited, and however, it really was. You understand? And it was something that was close to happening. But as far as this shit, man. But as far as this shit go, man, what else we got? The Twitter beef. Let's get to the Twitter beef. Let's get to the interview. Let's get to Mr. Ohio Run Boxing himself. This what everybody, yeah, man, we done got to it. We done got to it. Now let's get to it, man.
Man, it's been crazy this week when it comes to the Terance Crawford and Errol Spence, man. Wow. Woo woo. Crazy. Crazy. I think it's entertaining. It's definitely a good build up. The fans needed something since they didn't get the fight. so they getting this Twitter beef going back and forth, man. I personally believe the fans forced Terance Crawford to go on IG Live. It was so much pressure. I think they was attacking that man on social media. And it goes to show you the power of trolls and whatever you want to call them, the power that they have when it comes to these guys going social media, man, where you make them react and you go live. And I personally felt like Terance Crawford should have had a PR. He should have had a PR for some of the things he was saying. I do see that he made some good points too, but there were certain things that I got out of that information that he was saying on live that made me scratch my head on some certain things like, whoa, okay, why are you saying this? Why are you saying that? Like I say, so that's what you need a PR for to help you be able to word things correctly, even when you ain't trying to say something this or saying that. You know what I mean? For him to sit there and start his interview and was talking about the fans still in the pay-per-view. He don't even have faith in the pay-per-view numbers, but yet he's talking about guaranteed. And he's talking about, he's talking about all this money. He really don't care what the investor is going to get back or profit. He's talking about his money. It's cool. Understand that. But you got to be careful when you're saying certain things like that on live because everybody don't pick up on that. Only the people who know business or know the game is going to pick up on some of those red flags that Crawford was presenting that I was scratching my head on. Now I'm Team Crawford. I think we both we talk outside of this platform. We talk on the phone.
You damn right, brother. They know what it is. Everybody here know we Team Crawford. It ain't no secret.
Yeah,
You understand? But we gonna call it straight down the middle, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand? And how Team Crawford we are. Salute to Mr. Bubakar. Booby Trap, Aki Silla. I mean, go be fighting on the Terance Crawford card. So salute to the Brody out of the city of Cincinnati, but supported by the whole Ohio.
Absolutely. They got a pipeline down there. They got a pipeline from Cincinnati to Bud Crawford's camp. So we got nothing but love. Mikhail, Gamble. We got a couple of them. So we got a couple guys from the Natty in Ohio that went down there. Ohio, Columbus too. So nothing but love with TC and Bo Mac what they've been able to do over these years, man, with these fighters. But back to what I was saying, we call a spade, and I look at both sides, man, and I'm able to break down and get a better picture instead of just looking at it from a biased eye like a lot of us doing. I mean, you see it. You see the guys that are riding with Crawford.
Oh my God!
Everything he says, everything Crawford says is on point. Stop it. Everything Errol says is on point.
That's the shit I can't take, bro. Let's look. This shit is like I told you, bro. I told you when we was talking on the phone, bro. This shit is like walking in a room and you find your two kids fighting, and you trying to figure out who started the shit. Like, you understand, man? No, I do that shit. I did that shit with my 7 and my 9-year-old. You understand? Man, for years. You understand? Leave them alone. And they hitting the second, goddamn it, you turn your back. Turn around. Both of the who hit who first? He did, man. I'm sick of this shit. We talking about grown men, man. We talking about,
Absolutely.
you understand, the business of boxing, and I think you hit the nail on the head when we was talking, bro. When you say, you understand, for what, Bud, you gotta trust somebody. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, this OTB talking. So something that I like about Bud is, yeah, I mean, he moved like a drug dealer. You understand?
Yeah.
Man, my nigga, shout out to Mr. Judah Ben Ezra. Yeah, I mean, my nigga moved like a drug dealer, man. I got black magic, goddamn it. Black magic is black magic.
Mm-hmm.
My price is my price, goddamn it. And I'm standing on that. You understand? But
Mm-hmm.
we all know what happened to Frank Lucas. You understand? So
Right.
with that being said, I mean, you in the business of boxing, man, to keep it all relative, you have to trust somebody. When you said that to me, Brody, you hit the nail on the head.
Mm-hmm.
And his inability to really trust somebody is what's
That's
killing
a
me.
good sign.
And this, yes, that's a concern, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Salute to Mr. Paz stepping in the bill. Appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, Queen Cassandra. We try to, you understand? But yeah, gotta say that, bro. You gotta be objective from both sides. You understand? And I- I'm about to let Brody up because I know he got an interesting perspective on this as well. But man, when we was talking, bro, and you said that, like, man, that hit the nail on the head for me to, yeah, I mean, as far as this situation went.
Yeah, because I felt with TC going into the negotiations, or before he even went to the negotiations, I'm trying to help people get a mindset or understand uh the bumps that you gonna come up against before you even get to the negotiations table with a guy that's moving like Crawford. When he went to the WBC convention trying to get a mandatory as a champion to fight Errol Spence, that was one red flag showing you that he didn't even want to negotiate with Al Heyman. And Al Heyman is looking on the other side like, you become a free agent and you go to the WBC.
Salute my big bro Key in the
Right.
building, man. Salute
You
the
go to
big
the
Brody, man.
WBC.
I know you're coming on in a minute, Brody. We gonna wrap it up in time. Don't worry about it. I got you, man. But
You go to
I
the
appreciate you tapping in, Brody.
Yep, you go to the WBC convention and you ask Maurice Suleiman, can you get a mandatory to fight Earl Spence? You already showing that you don't even want to. You have trust issues when it comes to PBC, who hasn't shown anybody publicly that they are hard to work with. So where is this coming from for you to move the way that you're moving? And this is what Maurice Suleiman said. Uh, that people need to pay attention to. He told Crawford, which a lot of people be talking about, be your own boss, do this. But yes, but you still need to have a team, and you still gonna have to be close to one of these promoters. Because Maurice told Crawford's representative that, okay, you want a mandatory, where's your promoter? You got to have a promoter to be in that position and this and this. So when everybody talk about this, oh, your own boss, this and this and this, they
Preach,
designing it. They're designing it for
preach,
you to sign with one of these guys. You're not about to just be freeloading and just fight, take belts here and there, and ain't signed to no network. They're all going to come together and shut that down. You gonna pick one of us. Canelo
preach.
can't even do it. He's with Eddie. So where's everybody getting his own boss? When Floyd left Bob, he got with Al. He wasn't. He even said it publicly on a lot of videos that Al showed him the game. Al taught him this. Al helped him get connections that he got. If it wasn't for Al, he didn't say I did this all by myself. Now, yes, he used the I'm my own boss, but let's be honest, Floyd, when you tried to be your own boss and with the Japan, it backfired on you because you didn't have Al. You see,
Facts.
you was about to fight with some you was about to kickbox. You were supposed to go over there, but how you mess up to the point where you was about to kickbox? You thought you had everything planned and all, and then when you go back and get your man's, now the same fight that you canceled is being done now. So you got to make it. You got to be real. You got to have a team. And I go back to I say all that to say this. Crawford was had trust issues, and I think it comes from people hearsay. He even said in that live that he his close friends
Talk about it.
His close friends was telling him about
Talk
PBC
about it.
and messing up. You already going into this with bad faith. So who is your friends? Here's my question. Who's your guys that's talking to you? Are they guys that's actually being pushed by PBC? Or is they guys that have multiple losses that left PBC, or that that ain't getting moved as correctly, that's telling you that? Because
Like a Jamel Herring.
who knows? That's
Like
what
a
I'm saying.
Jamel Herring.
Who
Like a
knows?
Jamel Herring.
We can say, Herring, then you got a couple other guys. Like I said, you remember Vanessa Monterosen left, and then he apologized and came back and
Yeah,
wanted to come
yeah,
back to Bob. Wanted to come
yeah.
back to Al. So, but you got a lot of guys who will tell you certain things about somebody, and you haven't even met them, and you got your judgment on them. You ain't even did business with them, and you got your judgment on them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to just keep cooking on just the beginning of all that. We can just jump back into on that live of what else Crawford was saying, and Earl counter back on that. Uh, Earl said something that pretty much to me showed that Crawford was inexperienced at that table, because Crawford was presenting to
Salute
us
Mighty Crash.
that he was
Nard,
the only
Nard.
one not getting a guarantee, right? And I was with him, and me and you was with him. We said this last couple of weeks, like PBC didn't
Nah,
want to give him a
definitely not
guarantee.
ignoring that, Mark.
What did he say? What happened? My bad.
Nah, I was talking to Mark.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro. Keep
But yeah, I
cooking.
said we felt like PBC was playing him when he didn't get that guarantee. We was on that. That's nothing to debate. That's messed
Facts.
up. Give Crawford asking for transparency and this and this and this. And I was with him on that. But one thing he was not saying, and I was telling people this, he wasn't telling you that they all PBC offered him and Earl a percentage. Earl wasn't getting a guarantee. That is huge to what you're presenting to your fans, your cult followers, who's just going to believe everything you say. That is huge. That's a big difference from you saying they're not giving you a guarantee, then they're not giving Earl. Earl said, I'm not getting a guarantee. And then you have people say, whoa, 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 whoa. Why they not getting a guarantee? You got first of all, you got egos. You got a guy who don't really want to sign with PBC, who just want this big guarantee because of what Bob was giving them, and Bob
Well,
even
I think that's smarter. Yeah, I mean,
me
I think
too.
that's smarter. I agree with Bob when he say, "Why put a ceiling on yourself?" Like,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, you don't know the total price number. We get y'all sell out for 50, and this motherfucker do 420. Then
Yep.
shit, who laugh at the bank then?
Yep. But I think I was meeting him in the middle. They were negotiating, but he should have had a representative team. And we talked about Crawford not trusting people. Why are you hiring attorneys and then you getting on the phone talking to Al? I put my head down when I seen that. I'm like, really? You talking to a Harvard graduate and you're trying to make the biggest fight of your career, and you're telling him you're trying to bring people to the party? They got the bag. Like some of the stuff
Well,
you were saying,
well,
I'm like,
that's just a moderate negotiation tactic. Yeah, I mean that's something you do when you talking about buying a house. That's something you do when you talking about buying. Yeah, I mean a car, not a house. Yeah, I mean you're not gonna go into the realtor to buy your house and be like, "Oh, I found this house. You understand with this many bedrooms for this price." You're gonna be
right.
like, "Shit, go buy that motherfucker then." Now, with a car salesman, he might match your price. You
Right.
understand? So that's just
Right. And we talked about that. And I agree with you. And I think my thing was a part of negotiation. We're going to keep that in content. If they're going back and forth, uh, they're negotiating. But and I told you this. What Crawford was presenting to Al. Al is looking
not
at him.
literally. Yeah,
Al's
not literally 420. I'm just putting up. I just
yeah,
put a big
yeah. He
number
just
on
yeah. I know what
on
he
the
was saying.
on the equation of a percentage versus you understand what a fight, the possibility of it doing.
Yeah, but I think, like I said, Crawford was pretty much presenting that to him, and I don't think any promoter would have took that, you know what I'm saying, that deal. Definitely want somebody else to come in over a fight that they have the A-side power over. But like I said, it's negotiation. I get it, it's negotiation. But I can see Al looking at Crawford like, where your people's at? And when you got fighters like Crawford who's sitting at the negotiation table and they trying to promote a fight by themselves or trying to get a deal done, this is what people don't talk about. There's terms on these sheets that he don't even understand, that he has to ask Al What
Yeah,
do you
you could
mean?
tell.
If you ain't got your team with you, you're gonna be asking the guy that you negotiate with, what does this mean in the term? What does this say? There's different terms on those sheets that's different that you need attorneys and certain things to break down for. You know what I mean? When it comes to these negotiations and stuff like that. So when you got guys that sit there and say they're gonna represent themselves or he is own boss, this was Crawford was saying. I have a problem with that. I definitely have a problem with that going into a biggest fight of your career, negotiating with Al Heyman. But there was, like I said, I don't want to just keep dragging on just all that. I was just pretty much giving people an understanding of how Crawford was thinking before he came to the negotiation table and why we're here where we're here. Me and you both said this. I still felt like PBC felt like his back was against the wall because
Facts.
he burnt bridges with
And you
certain
best
people.
believe they used it to their advantage, bro.
Advantage.
Fuck you mean,
What we
man?
like? Why would we sit there and
Why would
not
they
say
not?
that?
Why would they not? Why would they? And what right mother mind do anybody got to think that somebody talking shit about you and now it's time to now they need you and you not gonna use it to your advantage?
And
Come on now.
right, right. So we got to be real on the side when we look at PBC. I personally felt like they was moving in that way. I think Earl Spence had more transparency in working with Al than I thought he did. I thought he was more behind the scenes and didn't really know. But from what I'm hearing from the tweets, it seemed like he knows a little bit more than what we were speculating that he knew about the negotiation. Because I was under the impression that he was just trusting Al, and hey, you can't trust. You can trust people, but you got to still check your stuff too, man. You still got to check.
Right.
But I think Al and Earl got a great relationship, and it seemed like most of the guys who are actually undefeated or really good fighters, they seem to have good relationships with Al. It's always the ones that seem like they got 3 or 4 losses, or the ones that's in their feelings or feeling a certain way.
I hate to say it, and I don't want to ruffle no feathers. You laughing because you know what I'm about to say, but these motherfuckers got each other number.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like they got each other number. You heard the motherfuckers say, I call him. Like this ain't Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier riding around in the Cadillac.
Right.
Talking about some we gonna fight. And then when George Foreman whooped Joe Frazier, you still give him the fight. This ain't that shit. Or at least we being told this ain't that shit. This might be that shit.
Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, I mean,
Man, I told you, but we gonna go ahead and cook, bro. We gonna bring it home, but man, I ain't no fool.
I should have wrote certain things down because it was like I said when it came to the Terance IG live and some of the things he said that I seen red flags, and there are certain things that he said that I agreed with him on as well. But I wish I would have wrote some of those things down because it was important. And then you had Errol come back, and here's the thing that people got to understand too. This is the first time
but we got smoke.
Out negotiating with a fighter, and all of a sudden he goes to the public talking about it was a BS offer. This didn't happen, and all this, you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff. So he had the fans forced him to go public about the negotiations, and that's what made Earl really come out. You know what I'm saying? Come out and say what he said. But this is the first time we ever seen that. First time, and I'm not too surprised because again, Crawford came into this thing saying he didn't trust a guy who actually holds the records for the biggest fights in history right now. That comes from Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. Al Heyman holds those records.
Facts.
With Floyd Mayweather, the biggest grossing at the gate,
and number 2 is behind Ohio. I hate to tell you. Shit. Don King.
Oh yeah, Don King right here too. And they didn't like him either.
They 1 and 2. Goddamn it, both in Ohio.
Yep. And here's the thing that people are killing me too. They trying to say, okay, Al Heyman's destroying boxing. If he's to blame for this fight, he's destroying boxing because of this one fight. And y'all don't. No one's talking about Bob and De La Hoya, but now all of a sudden when a fight don't get made that y'all want to see, he's destroying boxing. Cut it out. We can say
he gonna crumble and all of it. I'm sitting listening to all of this weird shit. Like, boy, Man,
Y'all,
I'm loyal to people. Don't get it twisted now. I'm loyal to Al. I might say what I say about PBC in regards to the fight. That's because I'm gonna call a duck a duck. I ain't gonna
right.
call it no goose. You understand? And
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, but I'm listening to this shit, bro. Like, okay, so PBC go crumble, but we know that Jermell Charlo fighting in January. We
Mhm.
know that Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz fighting. Like
Mhm.
they still slating fights.
Yep. Is it,
Shout out to my brother Ricky Williams, boxing, hashtag TWT. The brethren, appreciate you tapping in, big brody. Y'all know y'all keys work, man. There's a link somewhere in there if you need me
he
to
said he
post.
made his way to fight above Ohio. He
Of
said
course,
Ohio bias. It's not, but it's not, man. It's just I don't think it's more of Ohio bias. I think we
it's not
actually
even a
looking at
bias, bro. It's just the reality of the
yeah,
shit, and you got to look at it for that.
yeah, because I think, like you said, you got a lot of people who are man fans, and here's the problem I have with that.
Facts,
The man fans with Earl team and Bud team,
facts.
they tell you they agree with everything you say, and they don't help you because you don't have a real person in your corner to sit back and say, nah, man, this is not how you do it. Because everybody cheering you on. They want to sit there and say, I've been the loyal one, but the real ones, the real fans, are the ones that's gonna call you out when they feel like you wrong. I see these YouTube channels with Bud fans. Oh yeah, Bud is the most talked. This is Bud is this and it's like y'all riding him, but you don't look like you look silly because all you doing is just being a fanboy, but you're not really breaking down certain things, and you only agreeing just with everything he say. I don't even agree with
Well,
everything he
every
say.
inch of what it is, bro, is every inch of bias is a foot of discredibility to your knowledge to the sport of boxing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I like it's funny that we talking about this because yeah, I mean that's something that I had to realize with me stepping out of the knockout debate series. So blew my brother knockout. You understand? It's a hell of a series, but I'm 0-3, and it by all means, I'm okay with my knowledge within the sport. But yeah, I mean, once you keep on losing, then you might begin to, yeah, I mean, not have the validity within your knowledge of the sport that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, you might really be deemed of. So, yeah, I mean, given that reason, I had to make that decision. But I feel you, bro. That's the same shit. I feel you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's just like you gotta something like I said, it's just a lot of people become real emotional. And when you dealing with emotional people when it comes to this boxing, they don't speak logic, bro. It's all off emotion.
And we all invested. Once you become, I remember, shout out to my brother Keon. Y'all seen him in the bill earlier. Everything boxing, man. I forget what I was talking about, but Brody say, man, you can't be that invested in one fight because, bro, you gonna love boxing whether this fight fucking happen or not. I'm
Not.
still gonna love this sport.
I'm
I'm
still gonna
still
watch.
gonna break it down. You understand? It's a fact. Salute the Brody. Appreciate you still. You understand? I know
Yeah.
you remember telling me this, Key. You understand? But I remember you telling me, bro, like you understand, you can't be that invested in no one damn fight. And while we there, let me bring this shit on home. You understand? Because by them showing the same level of investment and allowing us to believe that this fight can and will still happen, I'm only to believe that they was told, go ahead, fight one fight, go ahead, and then y'all gonna fight. Y'all know y'all fighting next year, so sell this shit. And I want the casual fan to be a part of this fight. It's too big for us not to gravitate the casual fan to it. So now what do? You say, what did Mike Tyson tell Jamal Charlo? You got to say fuck his mama if that's what the fuck you want to do to get this fight. That's what you got to do.
Yep. I told
Shit.
people, and I agree with you on this. Let me double on top of that. I told people this, and it was crazy. It would have started a whole chaos. But if Crawford wanted to fight with Manny, he would have did something with the flag and threw it in the trash or something. Manny would have been forced. His family would have been like, "You gonna let this man throw your flag in the trash?" He
Facts.
would have been forced to fight Crawford on top rank if he did that. These
And,
guys got to do it. Look what Bernard
and
Hopkins did.
that's what we looking at to me, Brody. Like you understand, we looking at they selling. Okay, so you say fuck the diehard fan who been itching to get this shit, who been going hard, who been, I mean, dedicating their channel, they days, they thought process to this fight, who's emotionally invested in this fight. I mean, you get them, you say fuck them because we gotta wait until the casual fan come. We need this shit in 10 out of 12 houses on the street when this fight happen. Right now, this fight isn't gonna be in 4 of the 10 houses on the street, maybe even 6. You know what I mean? On a good day. But I don't know, man, and it left a sour taste in my mouth, dog.
So listen, we can only hope the
Because
way you thinking that fight
bro,
is still gonna happen.
Man,
I don't know.
Once this nigga said I'm gonna spin the block, and then this nigga said, so after this fight, we gonna come back and we gonna see if Spence want the fight, and tell him spin the block, and I'm gonna drop him off. Man, both these niggas ain't got lines on cards from Al. Al ain't no. I know a Cleveland move when I see one. I'm from the city, man. I know a Cleveland move when I see one,
that
man.
So funny,
Cleveland
man.
niggas will send you licks all day, then come get you when the sun go down, man.
Bro, Mark, I hope you right, bro, because I don't know if Al and Errol gonna do business with that man after the fight, and let's hope, like I said, let's hope he get past his test, and he should definitely, because I think he beats David. But and whoever Errol fights next, we don't even know who Errol's fighting next. You know what I'm saying? To see if that's gonna be a push, and you know what I'm saying, and him still making 147, if he's gonna still stay down here at 147 and fight. So it's a lot of question marks leading. But listen, I'm gonna tell you this: I'd be disappointed if the fight never happened.
They answered all the question marks, Brody. They answered the motherfuckers for us. Because this nigga's like, I ain't going nowhere. I'ma spin the block. When you say that shit to me, I done been robbed before. Any of y'all ever been robbed before, motherfucker? Ever, you know what I mean? Ask you for a lighter, ask you for something, and then they get you. You understand? Nah, man, you're not getting me, bro. I done walk back home with my shoes off. Nah, we ain't gonna go like that.
Yeah, that is
ain't going out. I'm telling you, bro. I see it. I'm not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
And
they know that they fighting next year. Both of these niggas know the date, and their job is to make this. So watch, this shit about to get real personal in public. This shit about to hit an all-time high amongst personal and public.
Listen, you might be right. I'm gonna say, and I seen even with the debate back and forth. When I seen Crawford tell Errol, and I think I say this with everybody, when you in debating with anybody or y'all having a back and forth and they get personal, you are the one winning it. You are the one winning the debate. Once they get personal, you are the one. Errol went and told Crawford told Errol, I know what you're doing. They telling me we know what you're doing behind this. What was he was quoting like he was trying to insinuate that the dude is doing drugs or something like that.
Yeah, some old weird shit like that. Or he got, man, when I seen that shit, bro, that's what made me really say, like, man, I'm not even gonna address this shit. I don't want to talk about this shit. You understand? So, salute to my brother, you understand, Key, because salute to my brother Mark Nash, because I enjoy both of y'all's takes and perspectives. Same to my brother Knockout, you understand? Right. I appreciated his perspective. But Box Talk appreciated Joe's perspective. Shout out to Fred, you understand? But I stand fast on I'm not falling for the, but you're not gonna violin me, walk me around the corner. You know what I mean? Take me in the store, ask me to buy you some chips. You dig? Bro, grab me a Rello. Grab me a Rello. Better yet, you got a scale? That's the oldest trick in the book. You got a scale? Give me that shit, nigga. Nah, y'all not doing me like that, man. No.
Hey, listen, I hope you're right, because I want to see the fight. I just don't know about the way this transpired. And there's another thing, too. You could be right, but you telling me my offer was BS in public, and then all of a sudden you want to come back to the negotiation?
Hell yeah, because they done already reached the terms. Think about it, bro. If a motherfucker held up 7 months of your goddamn career, had you thinking that this shit was gonna have to be the biggest payday, your legacy defining fight, all of this shit, and you gonna come back to the nigga bus stop tomorrow?
That makes sense. Now that's what people need to understand. Like, he talking about coming back to to the guy you feel like messed you over.
He done fucked you already, supposedly. Supposedly, so that's why I say both these niggas full of shit. I'm gonna tell you what happened. They sat down with Al. You understand? Amongst Al's, probably his mama. Shit, you know Al, Cleveland niggas, boy, they different. You understand? Shit. Told them niggas his mama was sick. Them niggas got there. She was in the kitchen frying chicken. Shit. Them niggas couldn't do nothing but look at each other like shit. Man, you're not playing me, bro. You, real talk, bro. I'm telling you, man. He told them, hey, this shit big, but let me tell you something. We need this shit in 10 out of 12 houses on every street in America. Goddamn. Period. And I want every celebrity. I want every man. I want every mother who on the Forbes goddamn it top 50 list. I want they ass there. I want Buffett there. I want goddamn man. Al goddamn it about to go to work, and now they about to show you how to sell a fight. I ain't even gonna hold you. They about to show you how to sell a fight in 2022.
Man, listen, you hyping me up, man. You get me all hyped up for what I hope that's the case. But here's the thing.
That's what gotta happen.
Let's say if it don't happen, and this is gonna be real interesting. There's a couple things I want to see. I want to see how Black Prime match Broner. I want to see how they match Broner. I definitely want to see how they match AB going into this thing with the 3-5. I see your body expression. I see your body language.
As big as, because like you understand, as big as that is for everybody who don't know. Shout out to Slick Dez, you understand? But part of that interview was him saying, watch, y'all about to get me and my little nigga Dez about to put on. You understand? Slick Dez is Desmond. I forgot Desmond's last name, but that's the little
Jerron.
Desmond Jerron. You understand? Yeah. So he's special. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Dez is slick, man. I like what I see out of Dez, and I've always been a fan of Dez. I just wanted him to be more active. So if anything, I'm the most optimistic about Dez being ready to take this step in his career, and this being an opportunity that can really help him. Yeah, I mean, and we know, and that just give me more credit to AB for continuing to look out for everybody in his circle. You understand? Shit, Bunny was a 4-time defending champion, the most at 140. Still ain't been somebody at 140 to defend their belts more times than E Bunny. Rashid was a 3-time Olympian. Yeah, I mean, he put everybody in position who was around him to really be successful. So when they talk all the bullshit and OTB be like, man, I fuck with AB regardless.
Yeah.
But that's just a side of what I see
too. I'm just gonna be interested to see how they match AB, because he hasn't separated himself from the performance, the guys that he is fighting, that they put you, when a matchmaker put you in a winnable fight, they think you should dominate and you don't do it. They're gonna start, questioning their investment. They're not gonna put that much stock in you no more. And I think that's what was going on in PBC for when he left. I think this is a good opportunity for him. But that's just one of the questions. What's gonna be real interesting to me is, remember I told you on the phone, I was talking about Amir Khan when he went to Saudi and got that bag. He got $7 million. And we knew Amir wasn't worth $7 million at that time of his career. He had a couple losses, but hey, he got the bag. And then he came back and fought a better fight under Eddie Hearn in Matchroom. His guarantee was like $4 million, bro. He went from 7 to 4. Yes, he got a little pay-per-view on the back end.
Talk about it.
But he went day out. Eddie Hearn knows the business. You wasn't gonna trap him with that. Oh, I was in Saudi, I got this bag. And that's what people are saying with Crawford. If he get 10 with
Salute, my brother,
he gonna double up. He gonna double up and this and this. And I'm like, that's not always the case. That's not always the case when you come to these guys. But what's going to be interesting to me, if that fight, Errol and Crawford, don't happen, if Crawford goes to the table with Golden Boy or Matchroom, or Golden, let's say Virgil Ortiz, and that's a mandatory, they got to fight. How is those negotiations going to happen? Do we think Golden Boy going to be just giving a big guarantee We
Oh
gonna
my
find
gosh, that shit gonna look worse than you
see,
think Al tried to fuck you.
yeah.
Oh,
So
oh, you think Al tried to fuck you. Wait
right,
till you see the dick Oscar
right.
bring out.
So
Pause. You
this is
understand?
my thing. It's gonna be
Pause. I
it's gonna
apologize about my language,
no,
but
it's cool. It's gonna be very telling because this is the thing. A lot of these guys don't understand about the business of boxing. When y'all just because you don't like a promoter don't mean he's not wrong some of the time. Look at Bob. Bob tried to tell Lopez he wasn't worth what he thought he was when he beat Lomachenko. And people thought, oh, he disrespected him. No, Bob been in this game 55 years. And you're trying to tell him how much you deserve and this and this. So who came and tried to save Lopez? Thriller, right? They came and paid for a fight that wasn't even worth what we thought it was. They overpaid and it backfired on them because they had to cancel it. Tickets was no one was even showing up to Miami to watch that fight. And then he had to come back, humble and come back. Who did he resign with, Mark? Who did he resign back with? Top Rank. He came. Lopez came right back and humbled himself. Like, you know what? You know more than me, Al. I mean, Bob. You know way more than I think. I thought I knew. That's the problem with
well,
these guys.
that's why I say, bro, like there is some factual statement to, you know what I mean, both of what they say. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, all of them, all of it ain't lies and all of it ain't the truth. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, y'all ain't my goddamn kids, and I ain't walking in and one of them nose bleeding and one of them tooth out. So yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm sick of this shit. I'm really sick of it. And everybody done did, you understand, numbers and numbers off of Terance Crawford. I realized that I could have did a fight breakdown on them two and probably did 100K. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Real talk. Really put my work into it and been over the 1,000 sub mark and all of that shit. But I refuse to cheat the sport of boxing because that's what it feels like everybody involved in this shit is doing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? At this point, it feel like y'all cheating the sport of boxing and y'all cheating the motherfucking fans. Y'all come out with a Twitter war the same week that Dimitri Bivol and 40, 50 and 0 fucking Zurdo Ramirez is fighting. And this is all the fuck we hearing about. As good a fight as this is at 175, you got a 40 and 0 fighter, you got another fighter that just beat, you understand, the supposed pound for pound #1 fighter in Canelo Alvarez. Like shit, this shit should be big, but that's also the zone inability to promote, you understand, a fight the correct way.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all want to not approve people's shit and then air that shit in y'all highlight reels and shit. You understand? But anyway, like you understand, this shit is cheating the sport of boxing, man. You understand? Because us, the fans, we at a point where we have to talk about this shit when that fight is worthy and credible enough to run a whole fucking hour on that. Like literally, no film. I can run a whole hour just on them two.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the biggest fights in history, man, and I think everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we didn't get Wilder versus AJ when they both was undefeated, and the negotiations seemed almost similar to what's going on now when you had Eddie Hearn, who people, like I said, a lot of these guys were similar. He gave Wilder a flat. He offered him 12 million flat up front, no back end, nothing. Pay-per-view, and I'm like, whoa, why is he doing that when he did Joseph Parker? He gave Joseph Parker all this. Like, you see certain tactics where certain people you feel like, okay, maybe he's not really trying to. He's trying to prolong the fight. Maybe he's just trying to build it up. He's trying to act like he's negotiating, but he really ain't. He's just throwing out BS offers until he move his fighter the way he want to move him and put him in position the way he wants to. That happens too. We can't get fooled. We got so many fake negotiations. It's not even funny. Rashidi Ellis went through that with Virgil Ortiz. Before he left Golden Boy, they act like they was trying to work with him and offer him the fight when they already had an opponent.
And I think that's because his ass sparred Virgil and whooped his ass. And I think that they was like, nah, we ain't.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Oscar has history of not putting his fighters with guys like that. Slick. He didn't even want Canelo to fight Laura. So
hell nah.
Yeah, so that's definitely history on that, man. But I know
he ran from them type of fighters. You understand? Shit, let's be real. He ran from them type of fighters.
Yep. So you definitely, I hope we do get this fight at the end, man. And like you said, if we get to the point where we look at both of them going back and forth, I respect both of them. You know, I'm Team Crawford, but you'd be a fool to sit there and say Errol Spence is not good for our sport. He's one of the realest guys I know when
Facts.
it comes to speaking up for our people. Errol is definitely just a real. He don't switch up. Earl don't switch up, and Crawford not switching up. He a real one too, man. Crawford definitely a real one when it comes to just who he is as a person, man, outside the ring. So, but I like both of these guys, man, and I'm still Team Crawford. I still think Crawford beats Earl. That's never gonna change. I actually had people questioning me because I questioned Earl Crawford and called him out on certain things that I felt
Facts.
was wrong.
Like I ain't. Oh my gosh, man. Hey, I just
Like
told y'all
really?
about. Hey. I ain't gonna point no elbows or no fingers or say no names, but it's
Like
some fighters. You understand? It's some fighters who hollered at OTB and was like, OTB, man, they getting in your head, Keon, them getting in you, man, you starting to be Team Spence. You start, man, you looking real unfamiliar around here, man. Shut up, man. I rock with the homie, man. Damn, I believe in him. I really believe in him when he come to that fight. I ain't
yeah,
gonna go as far as to say he beat everybody in boxing. You understand? But I will be honest and my assessment when I really think about if this fight don't happen, I have to assess the talent differently. Let's be real now. I have to assess the talent accordingly. Now, right now, Errol ain't no motherfucking Hall of Famer. You understand? But he still can gain into that role. He still have fights that he can accomplish. Not only that, he'll have a parentheses of him actually being the leader and trying to make the fight that would prove to his legacy happen. So at that point, you understand, everything else would be a matter of him chasing legacy. You understand? A la Sugar Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya. You understand? Once Sugar Shane Mosley beat Oscar, then he was just chasing legacy. So he didn't give a fuck about jumping up, moving, to fight nobody. Shit. He ain't care. He was like, shit, you know what? I don't give a fuck about the losses. I beat Oscar twice. I whooped his ass twice.
yeah,
The golden boy, she beat
right.
that ass twice. I don't care about nobody. Wink, you want to get it in? No problem. You want to get it in? No problem. Until he got walked out the game by David Avocado. You
Yeah.
understand? But nevertheless, like shit, that's really becoming a common aspect that we just not able to become familiar with. You understand? And in this aspect, that's why I had to say to the homie, you understand, salute to you on your victory because like she had a debate, that's one-on-one. You understand? That ain't my group on your group, my team on your team. You understand? Boxing, this shit one-on-one. Like, you understand? Ain't no excuses.
Yep.
Ain't no excuses. Do you feel like this man just that much better than you? No, I ain't never seen a nigga that I can look in the eye, goddamn it, that I feel like better than me or nothing. You can win on your given day, but better than me? Hell no. Goddamn it. Shit. You gotta beat me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because we gonna fight every goddamn day. I'm one of them. You understand? So when I see fighters that don't possess that, I'm worried. You understand? Yeah, I know Vernon whooped on him. You understand? And I give the credit where it's due. I give the credit where it's due by all means. Okay, they are talking about something else.
Yeah, they talking something else. But yeah, no, but like back to what I was saying, we're not cult followers. We're not just I don't get behind fighters, even in Ohio. That's why I get a lot of respect for certain fighters. And I told you this off the record. I got into it with Montana Love because Montana thought I should just
Thanks, and shout out to Montana. He fighting
yeah,
next weekend,
yeah.
next Saturday on
Yeah,
the
he
zone.
fight.
Everybody make sure y'all tune in because he did some solid shit. And that fighter got that card got like I know it got 4 fighters from Cincinnati on there, but I want to say it got like 6 or 7
No,
fighters
he got some. Yeah, he got a couple of Ohio's. I know
from Ohio on
Cleveland,
there.
Alliance.
Yeah,
He got
he
a
got
couple.
some.
It's a nice card. It's a nice card. But the point I was bringing it up was some of these fighters get to the point where they think you should worship them, and you ain't should never supposed to criticize them about anything. You supposed to just take in everything they do. That's not what real support is. Real support gonna call you out because they support you. They're not gonna just agree with everything you say, and that's the problem with cult followers of fighters, man. We have that. The Manny Pacquiao's, the Triple G's, we have all that. I just call them all out. People can go back from years of me. I've always been consistent in my stance. When I see something, I call it out. I was defending Triple G when people was trying to show his resume. And then I find myself defending Crawford when people trying to show his resume. So it's like I look at it totally different. But
I'm,
again,
I'm just one of them, bro, where yeah, I mean, a lot of times, and a lot of y'all that don't know me, like I'm an objectivist. Like, you know what I mean? If
mm-hmm,
too many people say something, I have to object to it. Like
mm,
I can't agree with the masses. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. You understand? So when too many people start saying shit, like I just can't. You understand? So my willingness to call out my fighters, my people, my friends, you understand, man, shit, that's what we do with each other. Why wouldn't we do it amongst the sport of boxing with no bias? You
bro,
understand? Because like I was telling somebody, if both my brothers get into it, then shit, they got a hit. That just mean ain't nobody gonna jump. You ain't nobody
right,
gonna jump in it. You understand? Y'all can roll in the dirt when you say, "Hey, get him off of me." You get to take a break. Y'all can re-square up. You get fair rules. You understand? It's a fair one amongst the brothers. It's a real live fair one. You
right,
understand?
right.
So, but these
But you
motherfuckers,
need people that's gonna tell you that's supporting you in your corner. You don't need a lot of yes men. That's pretty much, man.
facts.
Even in journalism, you don't need yes men who just gonna sit there and praise you, and not looking for anything just to criticize you, but just calling
You
things
make
the
sure
way it
these
is.
two got ranches.
You know what I mean? I trust more people who just tell me what I need to hear sometimes, man. Not what I want to hear, but what I need to hear. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we have to look at it in boxing too, guys. It's okay to follow a fighter that you like and support him. He's your favorite. But when you sit there and act like he doesn't do no wrong, that's I cannot take your boxing knowledge as credible anymore because you ain't even holding them. If Crawford stole robbed the bank today, you know what they would blame? Al Heyman. They would say Crawford had to rob a bank because
Damn,
Al Heyman didn't make the fight. Like, man, what?
facts.
What are we talking about here? So y'all blaming Al for this dude robbing a bank? Like, that's the type of people we dealing with when it comes to
Damn, my
boxing.
bad, Key. I ain't even how you a wrench. My bad, MP4 vids. My bad, y'all. I
But
got y'all
yeah,
wrenched up now, though.
that's
Go
the type
ahead,
of
bro.
people we dealing with on all sizes, the followings, the cult followings, man. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna stand my ground, call a spade a spade. It is what it
Facts.
is, and like people ain't gonna like it. And like you just said, we gonna be different. I started Ohio Run Boxing. I knew the controversy that came with that brand and that saying that Ohio Run Boxing. But the more they start, what you gonna do? Delete me out? You gonna see me anywhere? My work's still gonna get out there. So I knew what it was, but when people really listen to me, they be like, you know what? He knows what he's talking about. You know what? I see what he's okay. All right. But for the first time, you're gonna see it, you're gonna make your judgment.
Facts. Facts. Damn sure is. And you understand? And I'm stand on it. You understand? For the moment. I might actually believe in what everybody say. But right now, goddamn it, I don't because everybody said it. Like the hell is you just agreeing with what he say? All you niggas don't think alike. Fuck is wrong with y'all, man? That's weird shit to me. You understand? But so yeah, man, I really do. I always stand my ground on trying to look at this shit from two different perspectives. You understand? But at the end of the day, y'all, I'm a solid one. I don't know how to be nothing else. You understand? And we gonna get ready to wrap up as everybody get ready to shift over to my big brother, everything boxing. He gonna be on in 5 minutes.
Yes,
But
sir.
closing words, man. What you got?
Well, I'm gonna say this too, man.
Go ahead, cook.
I ain't gonna cook too long. Let's go real quick.
Not
But
cook, Brody. Goddamn it, cook. You know we'll get to
no,
going.
no, no.
We'll
I
look
just
up and be 2 hours.
yeah,
Goddamn it.
yeah.
Damn,
No,
my bad, Key.
it's all
You
love,
gonna
man.
do your numbers regardless, big bro. You
Oh,
good. You
absolutely,
ain't
man.
missed these 11
We
motherfuckers.
doing this thing, but I want people to understand too. If I have disagreements with you, or we have a disagreement, or I think you was wrong on this topic, you can be far off on this topic. It doesn't mean you don't know boxing. I know a lot of guys I
Facts.
disagree with who've been in this game. I'm talking about fighters. There are fighters who actually are experienced and they be wrong. They be so far off on topics that it ain't even funny sometimes. But I'm all about supporting people who are 70% right, which means they're gonna be 30% wrong sometimes. But if you would never catch me following somebody that's 70% wrong.
Facts.
I'm not about to do it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, being realistic, you're not going to agree with everything somebody say or do. Move on to
Facts.
the next topic.
And we could disagree. We could agree to disagree. Like, you understand? Ain't nothing wrong with us agreeing to disagree. We can.
Hey, one
You
topic
draw
I
your
draw
line where
boxing.
you stand. I draw my line where I stand, and it just is
Listen, I
what it
got a guy
is.
right now, and before I even make it, it's a guy, I ain't gonna call his name out, but he didn't unblock me because I was talking good about Wilder. And then the moment I start talking good about Crawford, I'm a Crawford friend. He come back and friend request me. Like, you all over the place, bro. So
Yeah, like, bro,
you blocked me for
that's a
Wilder,
loyalty to a fighter, bro, not a loyalty to the sport. I wonder
right?
if that's a homo tendency. Pause. You understand? Like, what can make you really be loyal to a man versus you just loving to see how they work in the pocket, whether you just like seeing people get punched. You know what I mean?
Right.
Regardless, it don't matter who doing it when I watch it. You
But
understand?
what I'm getting at though was, well, he he praised me when I was when I'm talking about Crawford. Man, you know boxing. Oh, you breaking this thing down, you know. But the moment I praise Wilder, you don't know shit about boxing, bro. Wilder this
Yeah.
and that. Now all of a sudden your narrative changed on me or your way of thinking because of one topic that we disagree on. I don't know it. It's funny to me. It's just so funny that we have people like that. Like, no,
Yeah, man,
so
and
what?
that's what I do find special about my brother Knockout 86, Knockout Boxing 86 TV debate series is that it
Mhm.
gives you a chance to get to a moment where you agree to disagree and also to understand the stance of the opposing debater. You understand? Because it's their job to persuade you and to
Right, money
persuade
power.
them, man. And within the
Absolutely.
process, you understand, then you begin. So that is what I find special about that. You understand? Is that within these commonalities, we still have to get to a point where we agree to disagree. You understand? And you just don't see that shit. You get to hear name calling and shit. Like, damn, I'm all of this, and I gotta be all of that when shit. I'ma just call a duck a duck, bro. You gonna call it a goose? I'ma call it a duck. God damn it.
Right? Absolutely, man. It's
You
like,
say
God,
potato, I say potato, nigga. Goddamn it, shit.
the
But
majority of the time they still follow you. I mean, at the end of the day, they still gonna be following you and showing you love. And you know,
oh,
like I
that's
said,
that's what.
at
Hey,
the end
that
of
get
the
to
day,
me on a different level, bro, because I break down film and I
right?
use certain wordplay. All the film guys we have a terminology that
Mm.
allows us to know each other's work. That's why when y'all show up in other people chats using our shit, then we know which other channel you came from. You understand? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because all of us film guys, you understand? Shout out my big brother boxing gyms. You understand? But yeah, like I had like, don't say I don't know nothing about boxing, then be using my wordplay. You
Right.
understand? You using my now. You talking about getting off the line, and you understand, changing levels and front
Mm-hmm.
foot dominance, and you know what I mean, lead foot leverage, and like, man,
Yeah,
come on, man, fuck out of here, bro.
yeah.
Just
So
say
true.
you a student at OTB boxing school, and the teacher kicked you out, or you're the last class. You can
Thanks.
get kicked out of class. You're not suspended from school at OTB Boxing School. On that note, that's our agree to disagree. You can even cuss the teacher out. Here, shit.
Thanks.
We
Absolutely.
brothers, we family, so we say that and we mean it. We are the boxing community itself. It ain't a lot of us, so appreciate each other, love each other when
Absolutely,
y'all
man.
see each other, man. On that note, I'm gonna
Yeah.
close out. Go ahead, Ohio Run Boxing. Tell them where to find you at. Tell them what you got going on. Tell them what to look forward to and cook.
Well, man, I know I'm gonna be at that Montana card, Montana Love in Cleveland, Ohio. That's gonna be a nice card. I don't
Oh
think
yeah, I'm pulling
I'm
up too.
I don't think I'm doing media. I don't think I'm gonna do media with that. I'm gonna enjoy. I'm gonna bring my family and just enjoy that. But it could change because I know a couple other fighters hit me up like, "Hey, Marcus, this and this." But probably just gonna take the family and chill, man. Y'all can follow me on Ohio Run Boxing on Facebook. My name Marcus Null. You can find me on IG as well under Ohio Unboxing. It's very easy to find because y'all already know where the best fighters come from and the best promoters come from and the best amateurs. You know what I'm saying? We do history over here.
Talk that
You
shit.
know, we do history, you
Talk
know,
that shit.
and it just came out a
And
couple,
the biggest upsets in boxing ever.
right, and a
Talk
couple,
that
and
shit.
it just came out a couple weeks ago that we had the two top gyms, Real Deal and Team Cartel out of Toledo, with the most wins in the amateur tournament,
That's
right?
that's the upper
160.
that's the upper Ohio and Cincinnati, the lower Ohio. So
Right.
just so y'all know, man, we teaching this shit, man.
So
Hey,
hey, they said the numbers don't lie, but hey, y'all know what it is. All love, and we still show love to everybody from different other states too, and fighters. So y'all know what it is, man. We just talking our stuff, but it's number love, man. I'm out. That's me.
facts. We out, man. Y'all have a good one. Get over to everything run boxing. I mean everything boxing and sports right now. And we gonna be out, man. Class dismissed.